Less than an hour, Barbers Hill ISD students will return to class. But this morning, 18-year-old Daryl George will not be able to attend unless he cuts his locks.
Yesterday, a judge in Chambers County ruled in favor of the district's dress code policy. Stephanie Whitfield has been following this story all week. Stephanie, I understand George already plans to appeal that decision.
That's right. Daryl George's attorney says they are not done fighting. The family has also filed a formal complaint with the Texas Education Agency. We've been following this story since August of last year when the high school junior was suspended for his hair violating the district's dress code. His family sued, arguing the policy violates the state's Crown Act, which prohibits race-based hair discrimination. Yesterday, a judge sided with the district. The Barbers Hill superintendent said the ruling shows the Crown Act does not give students unlimited self-expression. Well, this morning, State Representative Ron Reynolds is joining us live. He's co-author of the Crown Act. He was also involved in the case that inspired that state law, which also happens to be in Barbers Hill. Representative Reynolds, what message does this ruling send?
Well, good morning. It was a gut punch. It was very disappointing and disheartening because Daryl and his mother, we were all so optimistic and really thinking finally he has a day in court. We're going to present the evidence. I testified to the judge on legislative intent. This case is over. We passed the Crown Act. He'll be able to go back to school. Barbers Hill will have found in violation of the Crown Act. And that quickly dissipated when the judge made his ruling. So it was very emotional. Daryl was arguably, understandably, just shaken. His mother and him were in tears, and it was sad. It went from optimism to excitement to pure nightmare, knowing that he can't go back to school. He can't learn with his peers. He will continue to be isolated unless he makes the dreadful choice of cutting his hair that he has a right to wear because of his expression, his culture, his race. So it was very disappointing. I left yesterday with one of the lowest feelings that I've had in a long time.
Well, so what's next for the Crown Act? Could it be amended to include some specific guidance on hair length?
It sure can. When we passed the Crown Act, we passed it with overwhelming bipartisan support. It was based on the original Barbers Hill student DeAndre Arnold that your viewers may remember, that was suspended from Barbers Hill because he wouldn't cut his locks. Well, we passed the Crown Act, and we believe that all those students would be able to wear their hair. Well, of course, this situation happened with Daryl, and he was, even though we passed the Crown Act, they had a loophole to say, well, your hair can't come past a certain length, even though it's pent up. And we believe that's in violation of the Crown Act. So we will have to go back during the next legislative session, which unfortunately for your viewers doesn't happen until January of 2025. And then if we pass it, it wouldn't go into effect until September the 1st of 2025. So this would be a long time. He would have missed opportunities to go back to school. And so that is the only option he has legislatively for us to fix it. Or there is an appeal, as you mentioned earlier, that his attorney, Allie Booker, has filed so that she can get legal redress from the court. She's filed a federal a cause of action, a lawsuit, and also will appeal the decision of the district court that was rendered yesterday.
Representative Ron Reynolds, thank you so much for being with us this morning, and we are going to keep following this story as the George family appeals the decision. Live in the newsroom, Stephanie Whitfield, KHOU 11 News.